And now we'll pass over to Lorraine Lemon from the Dundee Science Centre. Thanks, Lorraine.
Brilliant, thank you. I'll just try and share my screen if I can. Let me know if you can see this okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, is that okay? Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for having us today. It's actually brilliant to be able to kind of showcase Dundee Science Centre and what we can and can't do. So Dundee Science Centre, some of you might have visited us and some might not have. We've been around for nearly 22 years and we've gone through a number of significant changes over the previous couple of years. I think that the biggest part of it is really the way we work and a complete shift in culture to be more inclusive and more diverse, and making sure that we work on the concept of co-creation and development to really widen our audiences across, you know, all sectors. If I just show you this next slide. So we are a STEM hub for the region. We have recently just completed quite a significant capital project where we have completely replaced all of our ground floor exhibits, and we have also replaced all the facilities as well. So we've put in a change in places toilet. All of our exhibits are completely accessible for all, but we've also kind of looked at things completely differently. So even our signage is completely reflective of the different audiences that we would have. So we have signage that reflects, you know, graphic signage that reflects you can use this, how you would use this exhibit, but we have a wheelchair user, for instance, showcased on it, just to show how diverse our audiences can be. We've got, you know, some amazing exhibition spaces. You know, we've got a big show-stopping waterworks where you can, you know, go fishing. We've got water vortexes. It's just really interactive. Again, we've got virtual operating tables that everybody can engage with. We have completely transformed our coffee shop area. So again, with this inclusive approach to it, so even all of our seating and our booths are all inclusive. So they're made for wheelchair users, for instance. They're also private. So if you needed to do some feeding or such, like, can absolutely do that. And again, our change in places toilet, whilst we're on reduced hours coming out of COVID, we are open to the public 7 days a week. So if someone needs to use the facilities, even if they're in town shopping or what have you, they're welcome to come into the Science Centre to do so. And the schools that have been to us have noted that that's one of the most significant changes in the centre, that they're now able to visit, whereas they weren't before. And in terms of, you know, how we meet our audience needs, it's really through this co-creation process that we have. And, you know, all of our exhibits and our facilities were designed with our assisted needs panel, and you'll see some of their kind of logos just at the bottom of the screen. And it's really, you know, having this panel has really allowed us to take it from all of the exhibits and the facilities from concept, but also through to operational excellence as well. So, you know, things are always changing. What can we do better? What is not working? We have this panel that we can go to say, right, how do we make improvements here? How do we change this so that we're more inclusive? It's a really great panel that we lean on quite significantly. Again, accessibility training for all of our team. So as and when there is training that we think is suitable for the team to go on, that we really need to be able to reach and engage with our audiences, we put the team on that. And what I would like to share with you now, I hope it actually works. If it doesn't, my colleague George will pop the link into the chat. But what we have here is I'm giving you all a bit of a preview. We've just got our first draft version of a little video that we've done, which is a point of view video from this little chap called Leo, who helps us out. He's one of our regular models, and he's our sensory bag quality checker. So he goes through and actually checks that the bag is fit for purpose. And he's also about to celebrate his 5th birthday with us as well in the centre. So again, the centre is not just about learning, it's also about these life experiences. And birthday parties are super important to 5-year-olds. So I'm just going to play this video. It's about 2.5 minutes, and it really takes you through a walkthrough of what the centre is like now. So I'll just play that if that's okay. Let's see if that works. Perfect. Yeah, so that kind of shows just a little bit of what the centre actually looks like now, and all of the accessibility that we've kind of put in there, in particular the sensory zone, which is definitely a much quieter space, and our audiences are definitely enjoying that. So how can we support you kind of moving forward? So Dundee Science Centre is an approved supplier on the Children and Family Services for Dundee, Angus, Perth and Ross regions. So if you did want to access funds within school to actually visit the centre, we are on the approved list, so it makes the process a lot easier. We also have a whole bunch of funding pots available to us that we can support with admission costs as well as travel costs. And again, travel costs could be taxis, they could be trains. I know a lot of your schools will have specific transport for the children, but if there was anything like that, we certainly get in touch with us and we can see what we can make available for you. And then moving forward, what we are in the process of doing is we have a very strong learning program that focuses on our primary and secondary level, but what we are now kind of looking at is securing funding to help us support the creation of a curriculum-based program that is suitable for our ASN youngsters, and again supporting those particular programs with CLPL sessions. So that's one of the things that we will be doing, and it's yeah, really interesting to hear from some of the speakers today, because I'll definitely be in touch. I think there might be some joint collaboration that we might be able to have there. And then, yeah, so that is pretty much Dundee Science Centre.